Now we're about to travel into Christmas past with Steve Wilson because retro gifts are making a comeback.
And just before we start, you can buy everything you see here directly from our This Morning app.
That's good.
But all you have to do is click on Shop the Show. Obviously, you might have to be quite quick because some things do go fairly quickly. But what you got for us, Steve?
Well, I am in retro heaven. As you know, this is my thing. I love retro toys. And loads of them have made a comeback, starting with, let's go back to 1982, the Care Bears. They were everywhere. Loads of cartoon series, movies. There's a new TV show. And, of course, they're back. So the Huggable is here. This is Grumpy Bear. And they've also brought the Care Bears into the 21st century with an interactive one as well that you just press the tummy on.
This is what I've got.
They do all kinds of stuff. But they're really lovely. They're from $14.99 and they are so like the original. That's what I love.
So
you know what
good.
I wish I'd done? I wish I'd bought some of my presents from the This Morning app because I bought them from a very well-known children, for the kids in the family, very well-known online store that begins with an A. And at no point did it say when I was buying Pictionary Air that it was in German.
Oh, no.
No point did it, when I bought the kiddie zoom camera, did it say it was in French. So
How bizarre.
I know. How bad is that?
Annoying.
My goodness.
So be careful.
Be careful, be careful, be careful. Right, back to
I had these.
1984. Pound Puppies, originally made by Tonka. They're now made by Basic Fun. They are so like the original.
So like
your little adoption certificate with each one.
That's what you had before.
Absolutely.
Mine was called Minty.
Yes,
I just
there you go.
remembered. I had the white one.
Oh, and they're all the same. They're just the same, and they're just, you know, retro buying, nostalgia buying.
Oh,
but,
I love it.
Little kids will love this. They are $19.99 for Pound Puppies.
Very nice.
Do you remember Cabbage Patch Kids?
I do.
So, gosh,
I wasn't into them, though.
They were the must-have Christmas toy for quite a long time during the 80s. They launched in 1982. They've been made by various different toy companies, like a who's who of toy companies. Anyway, they're now made by Wicked Cool Toys. They are very similar to the ones that were out kind of mid-90s. Again, adoption, you adopt your Cabbage Patch Kid. 140 million adoptions to date, apparently, with Cabbage Patch Kids. They're from $24.99. Now, we're going to go talk about a bit of technology now. This is my thing. So, 1996, Bandai launched the Tamagotchi. So, some people found them really annoying. Some people really loved them. Some people's ones didn't last very long because, you have to really
keep them alive, don't you?
Yeah, you have to play with them, feed them, nurse them, all that kind of stuff. Turn the lights off for them, all that kind of thing. So, you've got the original one. I think, Holly, you've got the original.
Oh, is that an old one?
This is the re-release of the original. Just the same, except there's an extra game you can play. Phil, you've got a Pac-Man one just there. So, similar thing. What creature will you hatch? Could be a ghost, could be Pac-Man himself. I
Still can't work it out, and I'm an adult now.
They're from $23.95. Over 80 million of these have been sold worldwide from the original ones. Now, Nintendo, this is the Game & Watch. This is just like the original one. Yeah, so like the precursor to the Game Boy.
I think I've still got mine, actually.
Oh, mate, keep hold of it. They are 1980, they came out. And in 1985, Super Mario Brothers came out. So what this is an amalgamation of them both. Original little handheld console there with 3 Mario games built in, which is really cool. $44.99 for that. Wow. This is Lego. So remember we spoke a little while back about Lego and Nintendo doing a tie-in. This is a long time to build this. This is the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, built out of Lego. So you get your game cartridge.
Does it work?
No, I must say, it isn't a working games console. It's to emulate.
It's just thing to say. I didn't know whether it was going to have like some...
It's a homage to the original one, including this 1980s telly, and it does have a little handle that you can then scroll the game through, like this, look. Which is so cool. It's not cheap. It's £209, but, you know, this is a really all-encompassing Lego build set.
Clever.
If you've got the interactive figure from the other stuff that they're doing, you can put it on top and it will react to the game going on the screen, which is lovely. Spirograph. So this was 1965. You'll like this, Phil. The first Spirograph went on sale in Leeds at Schofield's department store.
No way.
In 1965, yeah, which is so cool. The new one, this is from $12.99.
I love
it hasn't changed much, but there are varying versions now, scratch art ones, but there's so many. I love this. It's kind of like a timeless classic,
brilliant.
I think. Now, to dolls. Barbie's never gone away. Barbie launched in 1959. What I love about this is the new series. This is the Fashionistas. This is the Be Yourself range. So what they've got is 8 different body types to be more like realistic people.
It's been a long time coming now.
Absolutely. They've got 94 different hairstyles, including no hair, and also 35 skin types, including skin conditions. There's prosthetic limbs. There's all sorts in this. It's so cool. They're from $11.99. I think they're really, really well done.
Brilliant.
Polly Pocket's back. So 1983. This is an original Polly Pocket down here. This actually is my daughter's.
No way.
What,
she has
still in the packet?
Yeah, she has a collection. She loves them. And they've re-released them. So, yeah, 83. They were made originally in a little makeup compact. The designer made it for his daughter. Then they produced them. Really big hit. They're now made by Mattel, and they're from 13 quid. And they're so good. This one here is massive. It's a backpack. I mean, it's endless how many things there are. We're going to go to preschool now. So preschool over here. FisherPrice. So 1960 they started to make all of this. This is the chatter telephone. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
1962, the chatter telephone. In Toy Story 3 as well. He's a character in Toy Story 3. And they are just so lovely.
I had that as well.
Did you have the record player?
Yes.
1971 that came out. They've re-released them all, and down below you can see there's the cash register.
Yeah.
I think there's the little pull-along Snoopy as well, which is so nice. I mean, they just look just like the originals, which I think's lovely. They are from $12.99 for them. Now, during World War II, there was a husband and wife team who started a company called the Allen Company, who made fuzzy felt. In the war, they made gaskets for tanks that held components in out of felt. And the offcuts, they found that children liked to play with, and they stuck them on the back of placemats, you know, with flocking on the back.
Oh, yeah.
They like to stick them on there, and they realised there's something in this. So in 1950, they launched fuzzy felt. So I think something like 27 million sets have been sold, and they're back, and they're just like they were in the original. There's a space one, this is the farmyard one. I love that.
Amazing.
Really nice, $12.99. And finally, micro machines. Now, micro machines were huge in the 80s. In the late 80s, they outsold Hot Wheels, Matchbox and Majorette combined for about 3 or 4 years. They were that popular. Do you remember in Home Alone, when the wet bandits slip over the stairs because Kevin throws something under their feet? Those are micro machines. That's from 1990. They launched in 86. And this here is the Super Van City. So this is the one that's out now. It's $49.99. This is the original one from 1991. And it's so cool. I would have loved this as a kid. So you open it up. And this is the original one, so I've got to be very careful with it.
That's cool,
so that is a whole playset there for your little cars.
And is that what that one does?
Well?
This is what this one does too, just the same.
Yeah.
But this was an original camper van. This is now like a really super cool.
And you've got
van.
microcars by the side there.
Yeah, these are the micro machines there. There's so many now that you can buy. They're now made by Hasbro. They're originally made by a company called Galoob, who Hasbro ended up owning. I could go on.
And when you buy that big car, the van, does it come with some little micro machines in there as well?
And then you can build on your collection.